Good morning, everybody. Happy Thursday. Welcome to our show here on Hunky Dory. Are we ready to save some pennies? That's right, it's the end of the month. We all know what time it is. It is Super Savers time. We're so excited. We have got some deals, some good bargains, and loads of crafty fun to bring you. On the producer's station, we have Emily.
Morning.
Good morning. And ready to craft up a storm with some of our Super Savers. She loves Super Savers. It's Natalie.
Hi everyone.
Good morning.
I'm very excited today.
Yeah, definitely.
I do love Super Savers shows because, and this is going to sound really weird, but Super Savers shows are made up of like essential core items.
Definitely.
That sometimes if someone gave you a list of stuff and said, "Can you make a card with this?" you'd think,
It's a challenge, isn't it?
I'm not sure if I can here.
Yeah.
But I love it. I love like someone saying, right, it's kind of like cooking, isn't it?
Definitely.
You've got this, and this. What can you make?
Absolutely. And
I am excited actually.
It really is a challenge. And I think we get so caught up on like the latest and greatest that we just forget sometimes that crafting like on the bare basics is so much fun.
It's so much fun.
So join us, we've got some amazing deals coming up. But before we get into our fabulous Super Saver bargains, let's have a look at our Win It Weekly. Okay, so are we ready for this incredible prize? We're giving it away tomorrow, so just today and tomorrow left, guys, to get your answers in. Our prize this week is our fabulous paint drop posies. You get these beautiful masks that will just have that beautiful floral image already masked off for you. So quick and convenient. Background all sorted, image sorted, colouring sorted. This is just the easiest stamped cards ever. They are so nice. 3 A5 massive stamp sets and 3 6x8 background masks. It's worth £48.
I know.
And we've got
a deal.
We've got 3 winners. We're giving away nearly £150 worth of goodies. So if you want to win these, we have a final 2 days left to get the answers in. We need you to like, share and comment.
Yeah.
Which of these music festivals is real? Is it the Underwater Music Festival, the Country Cabaret Festival, or the Hunky Dory Hacienda? Let us know. The comments are definitely leaning towards A, but there's a few B in there.
I think it would be such a good thing to go to a Hunky Dory Hacienda. Imagine, I'm thinking about like the outfits that I would wear. I could make like, we could cut loads of die cut circles out, and then do you know when you sort of like chainmail them, we could make like tops and things out of our shimmer card.
Oh, 100%. Right, we need to make this a thing. If it's not already, I'm saying nothing. So get your answers in, guys. Right, let's have a look at some of our Super Savers deals that we've got for you today. We're going straight in today, aren't we, Emily? Yeah. Straight in, and what a cracker. We have our... these prices. You finished me off every time we do a show like this. Adorable Squirrel, core colourways, 50 sheets in here in an amazing selection of colours. So you get 2 of each, and that allows us to give you all 25 of our colours. There is one to go with every single project. It is our beautiful sort of satin finish. It's not too glossy, not too shiny, it's just perfect. You can make your card blanks out of this. You can make your funky folds. Everything you can imagine. You can make boxes with this, and it really does look stunning as a box. Just a nice solid colour gift box to pop a little bit of a gift or a treat in there for you. You have got some bright, some pastels, some that would work perhaps if you're still festive crafting, or looking ahead to those winter and spring months. You've just got everything. Oh, pumpkin spice, very appropriate for this time of year. Gorgeous sunshine yellow there as well. And like I say, you do get 2, so if you want to make something a little bit bigger, or perhaps a box, you're absolutely fine to do that with. Again, you can use your scoreboard to make some really nice sort of checks and stripes and quilted patterns if you're feeling a little bit fancy. You get a really nice plain white there as well, and I think it's nice, the white, because quite often white cardstock is matte finish, so it's really nice to have that that beautiful sort of satiny finish there as well. You've got your really nice earthy tones as well. But $8.99, get that craft room stocked up. It's crazy how much adorable scoreable we actually go through.
It's a lot.
I mean, I had to top it up yesterday, and you know, I put 100 sheets in there and it was just back to normal levels.
Wow.
We really do absolutely love it here. You can make, obviously, just popping a panel on. Perhaps you don't want to use any mirror and want to use this for your mats and layers, and then gut out your centres. Nice punchy blue sapphire here on this cardstock. So 50 sheets of this, absolutely amazing. It is normally $11.99 and it is today, it is $8.99 on our Super Savers. And then our last colour, ooh, it's a good one, hot magenta, absolutely love it. So £8.99, and like I say, oh my goodness, you could make, if you wanted to, you could just make 50 card bases out of this.
100%.
I mean, just think of the incredible value you're getting. We also have, oh my goodness, trim the insert pads on buy one get one free.
I know.
These are an absolute bargain as they are. They're $9.99 each.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is, because you could be getting 2 of these, 7 sentiments, 6 of each. And we have got so many different selections for you. So Emily has just kindly opened a couple. So we've got our congratulations one here, and it's all foiled in silver. So you know on the front cover, oh yeah, this is my silver one. Beautifully centered to fit any size card because of the technology in here that we've got, which is just so simple. You've just got all your card bases there. You cut along to the size of your card around each side, and then your sentiment will be perfect in the middle of your card. They are a beautiful insert weight sort of paper. Like I say, you get 42 sheets in total. So again, you could be using these on 42 cards. So we've got Happy New Home here. And again, we always say every time these come out on the show, the design team, they might look simple, but we spend so long getting just the right amount of foiling, the right typography, the wording. There is so much love that goes into these. We've got congratulations on your graduation. I think it was Janie in the comments that said she's got her daughter's graduation tomorrow. I hope you have a lovely day. We've got enjoy your retirement. So this is just perfect for so many of those sort of congratulations and celebratory occasions. We've got congrats on your new job. So really nice, a bit more niche occasions these, some that can be difficult to find in your kind of regular selection.
I think so.
Welcome to the world with that beautiful sort of like fun kind of childlike font there, script font. And we have got wishing you lots of luck. Again, another really fun and funky font there. And you pass well done, so that could be for exams, driving, absolutely anything on there. And I think we're at the end of that one there as well, because like I say, you get plenty of each for your cards. And again, that cutting guide on the back there, all nicely set and bound in a really nice pad, so super handy for crafting on the go. And then we brought a little gold one in just to show you the mix as well. I love that on the front cover you've can just
all the different things,
so handy. So like I say, if you are crafting on the go, you can just pull this out and think, yep, I want that one there, and go to it. So let's flick through this one. Again, the same kind of cutting guides, but just that different foiling. And this one, like I say, is our birthday wishes, so you've got some different ones in here. You've got treat yourself, it's your special day. You've got have a wonderful birthday with that really classic elegant font. Looks there, gorgeous,
doesn't it?
So elegant. Many happy returns. Love that one. It's time to celebrate. It's your birthday, make a wish. Cheers, it's your birthday. And again, you can just match these perfectly to your topper collections, to your sort of inked cards, your stamping cards, whatever you want to do. These will pair perfect. They just really are such a great partner. And at buy one get one free, these should be the best part of £20. They're £9.99 for 2 of these. Let me run through some of the other ones that we do have available. We've got our Christmas 2 with season's greetings, enjoy the festive season, glad tidings of comfort and joy. So that's going to cover all your sort of religious cards, anything like that. And again, like I say, we've got that in the beautiful gold. So this means with them being on buy one get one free, you can have the gold and the silver to match all of your toppers and things like that. And then we've got Thinking of You as well, with some more sort of heartfelt and some more sort of like somber, you know, those difficult cards to make. These just say exactly the right words, don't they?
They're very, very, very nicely worded, and the beautiful typography as well, which I think works really nicely for those type of cards that we'd be creating with this. Yeah,
definitely. Yeah, like I say, it just really hits the right message that can be so difficult to do.
This one's a good one.
This one's great, isn't it? So you've got your engaged congratulations on your anniversary, to my Valentine's with love. You've got Mother's Day and Father's Day, Easter blessings and wedding day wishes. Again, those more niche occasions that only come around once, twice a year. Super, super handy to have. Right, let's see. I'm sure I've got more to show you before we go over to Nat. Yes, we do. Oh, we're having a bit of sparkle, guys. Diamond Sparkle Shimmer Card. Again, a 50 sheet pack. You can really be stocking up on your craft room. And obviously, once you've got all this cardstock, stocking up on it all at once is just the best, because you just feel like you can relax then with a nice full craft room. The most beautiful colours, non-shed. Absolutely no residue whatsoever. It's all encapsulated in this wonderful cardstock. 25 colours, 2 of each, pairs perfectly with the adorable Scorable or your Matastic. Absolutely beautiful for die cutting on. Fabulous, fabulous bit of sparkle. Obviously perfect for festive crafting if you're still doing a little bit of that. Oh, we've got this lovely sort of Christmassy red. Gorgeous copper. The greens. You can just see how this is going to work with all of your projects. I know Rachel did a fabulous demo with this on Tuesday as well, with our Christmas topper favourites. So it really does it's just so universal. And like I say, it's all the sort of sparkle of glitter without any of the mess. You know, you don't have to get your glues and your glitter out, get it stuck on your hands. This has done all that for you. You get the look, like I say, just without any of the sort of mess. Gorgeous sort of yellowy green there. Really nice, rich. Oh, I love this. Nice sort of like red wine colour. And then finally, we've got a nice classic gold. Our lavender colour. And then I love this one too. It's almost like rose gold.
I really like that.
Very, very on trend. Gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. And then finally, the last thing I have to show you before we go over to Nat, I can't even believe these are on.
I know, I was quite shocked.
We were honestly, we came in this morning and we were like, I'm sorry, the $6.99 for a fabulous die with a matching stamp set. So these are our combos dies. So you can have the word just hugs, absolutely just looks beautiful and simple on a card, but you can mix and match it with the stamp. So you can have hugs and kisses, paper hugs. I love that one. Paper
cute,
hugs.
that one, isn't it?
Heartfelt hugs, hugs just because, hugs to you both, warm hugs, everything like that. And a lot of these stamps as well can be used on their own. So you've got birthday wishes, thinking of you, warm wishes. So you can mix and match both the stamps and the dies. Lovely card model on the front for a little bit of inspiration. And like I say, we've got one for every occasion. We've got happy. Again, each has their own sort of signature typography, which just looks so cool. I love this one with the sort of really elegant kind of like thin font on this one, and the sort of capital typewriter font on the stamps there as well. So we've got happy, we've got congratulations, and again that's going to cover your new babies, passing exams, so proud of you, new jobs, anything like that. Thanks. Always love a good thank you card. So important, aren't they? Just to send a little bit of love to someone who has helped us out. And again, I love the typography on this, a little bit more kind of like fancy and like free flowing. Thank you for your kindness, thanks for everything, thanks for being lovely.
Very sweet.
So nice. And then we've got the love, sent with love and happiness, love you to pieces. Like I say, a really nice size die as well, not too big, not too small.
Nope.
perfect for centerpieces, or if you just want to just add it onto a little panel or something like that. And then we've got the wishes one as well. Got a few card mates with these fabulous dies. So we've got the one pairing it up with the Duo Designs pad. We've got one with our craft card. I love that we've used 2 on this one.
And you can do that because some of them are quite similar.
Definitely. Yeah, this has got a really similar sort of typography on this one, so they do match perfectly. Love the really simple colour scheme on this one. And we've got, again, a bit more of our glitter-tastic Duo Designs pad. And have you seen the price if you want them all? $29.97. You can do a bit of like sort of faux embossing like on this one.
Such a good technique.
Definitely. Super clean and simple, but so nice. We've got this one with that just peeping through that die cut. You can be getting your pattern packs out, your adorable scoreable, having some real fun with this. There's absolutely loads. Our team loved working with these, and you can really tell. We've got a really nice mixture of, like I say, clean and simple, and then ones that are a little bit more fussy and a little bit more colourful. Really nice mixture of card makes. Again, that just uses some fabulous strips of adorable scoreable. And then we've got this one as well. It's been die cut with the same paper just to give it that really cool look. So if you want all of these dies, so you get in 6 dies and 80 stamps in total for less than £30, $29.97.
That's half price of what it should be.
And they're very recent as well.
I know.
They're not old,
no,
they're not,
you know,
it's crazy. Something we've grabbed. They're fabulous. Natalie, can we come over to you?
Yeah, so I'm going to make a card using some of those items we've just seen and then some that are still to come up. So I've got my adorable scoreable, and I'm going to cut this to 6 inches, so just all the way across 6 inches, because we're going to be making a nice little sort of gatefold card with this. Then I'm going to bring in my scoreboard, and I'm going to score at 4 and at 10. So just going to make sure they're really nice scores. 4 and then at 10, let's double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, because we want it to be 6 by 6 in size when we've finished. And then I'm just going to burnish these scores. Now we do have a little bit of a gap, but that is not a problem because we're going to do something quite fancy next up. Then I'm going to line it onto here, and I'm just going to mark at 4 inches, and I'm going to flip it over and do exactly the same, just because I want this to use that as like a guide for the next step of my card. So I've made this card before and I absolutely love it. Coming up later on in the show, we have all of our fancy punches. So I'm taking my punch now, I'm turning it over, and I'm just lining up. There's a groove just here on your tool, and I'm lining that groove up with that marking on my card, so just making sure it's nice and straight, and then we're just going to punch that through. So I am doing it the opposite way around, which is a little bit more tougher than just using these the way you should on that side.
Yeah, you've got to get those muscles in gear.
But I need to be able to see where I'm punching this and making sure that it is in the right place. So again, we've got that where we want it to be. Let's just punch that there now, and we'll bring back our scoreboard. So I'm just going to line this up to where I can just start to see that lip in your cutting guide, and I'm just going to cut down to there on both sides, and that's just going to come away beautifully, and we're going to flip it over and we're going to do exactly the same again.
Fabulous.
So just on there, trimming that down to there. Now this is going to be a gatefold card, and because we've used our adorable scoreable, we want to make sure the center of our card matches up perfectly as well. So I'm going to bring in my Trim Me insert pad. I'm going to use birthday wishes. Now because of the way our card folds, I want to have this sentiment sort of in that center panel there, which I absolutely know I can do. So I'm not going to use the guide at first. I'm just going to pop this onto here, and let's just trim that down to there. And then if I trim it at 6, what did I do there? 6 and 6 and I just went under by the 2 just so I could have a nice little even edge. So this now is in the top corner of your card, and this is something you can do if you want to use these and you want to use your stamps as well.
Yeah, of course.
It's going to allow you to make something really nice. So now that fits perfectly in this space. We've got a lovely little sentiment on there, so let's just stick this down. Another thing that you can do with these is use your dies and cut into them and make really nice shapes for the front of your cards as well.
Yeah, definitely.
They're very, very universal. And just think outside the box, you can do so much with them.
Yeah, there's no reason why. I mean, we often use them on the fronts of our cards. We might
really
layer them
do.
a little bit or die cut, like you say. And, you know, because they're just such gorgeous sentiments, foiled beautifully, there's no reason why they can't be, like I say, showing like this card. Or on the fronts of your cards as well. Everybody is loving the Trim Me inserts.
Let's just score that now so it's in place. I'm going to decorate it up with another item we have coming on the show. So I'll just get this and bring this into view. It's our Paramount Toppers. And I'm going to decorate this front panel up a little bit more as well with some bright pink Adorable Scoreable, taking the colours from our image there. So I've cut down my panels so that they are 1/4 inch smaller than the space that I've got here, so they're going to fit really nicely and just add that extra touch. Now we could have been adding layers of mirri on here as well to really bring it all together, but we do have mirri in our sentiments, so we can add that on. And then let's just see, is this going to fit on here quite nicely? Well, it's only a really slight amount of Adorable Scoreable, but I do think it's worth adding it on there. So just with our really super thin tape.
Yeah, normally like a scrap like that, you find it difficult to use something so skinny, wouldn't you? But it looks perfect on there.
And we'll all have them in our craft stash.
Oh, definitely.
Just these tiny little pieces that we don't want to throw away because we know the quality's so good. So that's all ready to go. Let's layer up now our pyramage, and we'll put that on one side. When you're layering this up, I would recommend using our strip foam pads because you have this sort of area in the center where you remove your images from. So pop your bits and pieces around the outside space, and then that's going to give you, you're not going to pop any sort of foam pads on that centerpiece there, which is going to stick to anything else that you're working on. So when that's on, we just need to line this up. So there we go, and then I'll do the same with this one. I'm just going to put one bit on this side, another over here,
Loving this.
our final piece we'll just stick nicely down the center. So popping that on, oops, making sure it's where you want it to be.
Oh, great comment on the Trim Me insert pads. Amanda's saying, over the moon with my Trim Me pads. As there's so many to show customers, like obviously to make and sell, cut down the book, laminated them, and then pop them on a keyring for people to have a look at.
Oh, that's a good idea.
That's a great idea. And then they last like really, really long. So if you are taking them like again and again to like craft fairs and markets and things, you've got like a sort of copy like that's, you know, they're never going to get tatty or like dog-eared.
What a good idea.
Such a good idea. I absolutely love that. Linda says the Trim Me pads and the glitter card has fallen into her basket. I don't blame you. They're an absolute essential.
It is, and it's the time to get these deals while they're on such a good offer. So pop in my topper on there now. I'm going to use my little sentiment Time to Sparkle just underneath. I've got some coordinating pink ribbon, and we're just going to tie this nicely together. Now you could use this as a gatefold card if you wanted to, or you could then stick this onto the front of a card and have it as sort of like a faux front. It's completely up to you how you want to use this. So just now I'm going to fold this underneath. Oops. One. I feel like I can't tie this in a bow. I'm not sure why. Is it because I've not knotted it first? What's going on?
That's not like you, Nat.
I normally like, maybe it's because it's backwards. If I do it this way around, can I do it? Tie it in a knot first. There we go. Needed to be the right way round. There we are. Just sort those edges out, and then, funnily enough, we don't have any scissors. Oh, we do. They're just up there. So just trim that down, and then we could add some gemstones to this. So I think I'm going to go in with my gold ones, because we've got lots of tiny little gold ones on here, which is going to work quite nicely. So just on the outside edges.
Yeah, that looks really nice.
There. And then I can pop them on here as well, on my little panel. And we are done.
Gorgeous, gorgeous card. Just a really different way to use that punch as well, isn't it?
Yeah, totally. Using your punches in creating something completely different with them is really, really fun. So you've got the front of your card there, and obviously when you open it up, you'll now have space to sort of write your message on the inside. But it's finished off quite nicely, because obviously your Matastic's white. Just pop in your little trimmy insert pad in the centre there is something that's quite special.
Absolutely perfect. They are a firm favourite here at Hunky Dory. We absolutely love them. Thanks for your demo, Nat.
You're welcome.
We've got 2 more to come from here. Right, let's have a look. Oh, we've got some Premier Craft tools on our Super Savers. How cute is this guillotine? I absolutely love it. It is just so portable and cute. I love it, love it, love it. Really nice lightweight design. You get a self-sharpening blade, so you never have to replace it, and it just keeps really nice and safe there. It does have the little hook handle for sort of hanging up on your pegboards or hooks or on the side of your trolleys, anything else like that. Nice and secure sort of like grip there, so you're not going to get your fingers in the way of that blade, and your really nice handy measurements there. We've got the metric and the imperial at the top, 6 inches by 8.5 on your length, so it is perfect for pretty much all of your cards there as well, and you can still get your bigger ones in there as well, sort of your 8x8s and your 7x7s, etc. Can we talk about this price? It's £14.99.
I know.
And it is so lightweight. Again, if you're doing craft fairs, Christmas markets, anything like that, this is just so easy to just take with you.
Crafting on the go as well, like if you like to craft in some, say like your little summer houses or your caravans, then you can take this and just like a little tote bag with, say, some deluxe craft pads or something like that.
Yep, absolutely. You can be having a day of crafting on the go, absolutely fine. How nice would it be to like tuck yourself into like a quiet little corner of a coffee shop, get some crafting done? Absolutely amazing. £14.99, absolute must have. Okay, we also have our fabulous Crafty Toolbox, completely transparent, so you can see what you've got in there, which is so handy. Really lovely Hunky Dory on point branding, and as usual with the purple lock and handle, and then you open it up and then it just magically, oh look at that, and then it all folds down into just a really nice safe space, space-saving little caddy.
You can fit so much in this as well.
Yeah, definitely. This second shelf as well is like tiered off if you want to put smaller items such as like buttons or ink pads. Oops, got a bit of static there. And then this section is really nice and deep as well. You could fit like a few little books in here, maybe some sort of like Whopper topper pads, etc. And then, like I say, you could use ink pads, pens, little essentials, a mix of everything, I think. Yeah. Because you know, you never know what you might need. You need a few tools, a few crafty bits, a few embellishments, your gemstones. You can fit that all in here. Anne-Marie and Natalie are never without these on a trip to Hobby Maker, just because they are so handy. And like I say, they go in the car. They're really easy to carry. You've got a really nice big handle there, absolutely lovely, and for less than £10. I
can't believe that price.
Again, think about stocking up on these for Christmas gifts.
I know, I was just thinking that. There's some great deals today that you can be grabbing for Christmas.
Definitely. I mean, even if they're not necessarily a crafter, think about these for like bits of, you know, buttons, sewing things, bits around the kitchen, etc. So handy. Honestly, storage just changes your life, doesn't it? It just makes you feel so much better getting organised. Okay, we also have our fabulous Ombre Ink Pads. A huge selection here of colours. They're on buy one get one free, and as well, oops, I'm spilling them. Buy one get one free, so you're getting 2 for the price of 1, and you're getting 3 in the same ink pad. How amazing is that? So you're sort of getting 6 inks in there on that buy one get one free deal. So we've got the pinks, oh, we've got the beautiful greens, and we've got this one open as well. Oh, fabulous. So you could just use 1, you could use all 3, you could like brush it down the side of your cards for a really fun background. You could get your blending tools out. Absolutely limitless possibilities with these Ombre Ink Pads. They're so much fun. Really nice chunky pads, nice and ergonomic packaging as well. We've got oranges, we've got browns, we've got our beautiful reds there, yellows, nice sunny yellow at the top there. Oh, wonderful purples, nice hunky-dory colours, and finally we've got it in our blues. So we've got one to suit absolutely every single project on there. Now, it's also not super savers without some of our foam pads, is it? And I absolutely love these. We've got a bundle of 16 sheets of our circular foam pads.
Ooh.
These are so good. So good, because you can just squeeze them as well. If you're sort of layering toppers like differently, you can just sort of squeeze them around the gaps onto your circular toppers. You don't realise how much of a difference these make until you have them.
It's very true, actually.
All those little button toppers that we had that I used square ones before, these are a game changer.
I know, and it feels so much more space as well.
Definitely. £8 for all of those foam pads, 16 sheets in total, 2mm depth, so they're going to give you a really nice bit of height and dimension on there, saving 50%. Who doesn't want to save on essentials like this? Like I say, they're not the most fun and exciting thing to buy, so why not get them whilst they're on half price? We also have our Midnight Black selection here. 16 sheets in 2 different sizes, so we've got the wonderful squares, and then we've got the like rectangular ones there as well, and these are really good if you're using like dark coloured cardstock or anything like that.
Shaper cards where you're using black cardstock, whether it's black mirror, black stamping card, and you have to layer them up, and we've only got white ones. Sometimes it can really sort of just ruin your card, so these are great to have. These
really are. As you can see, they are completely dark on the other side, and they're so handy. I'm just going to pinch one, and then look how good they are. They're so much like, obviously they're midnight black, so they are just going to work so well with your sort of dark coloured projects. Okay, we also have our fabulous finger lift tape bundle.
Ooh.
£8.70. This should be £17.50 for 10 rolls.
Oh,
less than £1 a roll, and it is our finger lift tape. And if you have never had this one,
how many meters do you got a roll, Emily? Is it 1 meter? Testing her now.
We are.
I'm sure it's 10. I'm sure it's 1 meter. Even no, it can't be a meter. A meter's not even that low. It's 5, isn't it?
It says each roll includes 33 meters of tape.
33 metres!
So you're getting 330 metres for £8?
That is incredible.
Oh my goodness.
It is double-sided. You get a little bit of, you can't really tell with our lights, but you get a little bit of strip there that's got no tape on it, and that allows you to get your fingers, your nails, your tools under really easily. Nice and chunky for mats and layers. With this is a game changer. If you've never tried double-sided tape before and think it might be a bit fiddly and a bit awkward, give it a go at this price, because the instant grab that you get is just wonderful. I'm an absolute convert. I used to always use construction glue, and then I just found that over time, especially if you're making months in advance on Miri, it's just not the best. You want double-sided tape. Give it a go whilst it is this cheap. It really is incredible. Can't say enough about how good our finger lift tape is. And then the final thing we've got to show you, we had a little bit of a sneak peek from Natalie, and we're going to look at it in all of its glory. It is our fabulous Paramount Topper collection. £6.99. What a bargain. So you get 48 toppers in here, 16 sheets, 8 designs, 2 of each. We've got one for ladies, our bright and beautiful, with sort of more feminine-esque. Obviously they can always be unisex. And then we've got our hobbies and pastimes, which again is a little bit more masculine in feel as well. So we've got our bright and beautiful open. So let me just show you this one as well. £6.99.
I love the fact that you've got so many different shapes and sizes running through this whole collection.
I do. You get circles, ovals, scalloped edges, and we saw Natalie put one together, so you get multiple layers in here. They're all sort of die cut for you, ready to just pop out of these pages. So you get your sort of main layer there, and you can just pyramage it all up. 2 sentiments, not 1 but 2 sentiments to match. And again, you can make these ahead of time, pop them in a storage box.
If you have craft groups though, where you craft with kids, these are a great price and so universal for any time of the year. So just when you need to think of something quick to be able to do, or maybe you're going to do it in a class, then you can just pull these out. You can choose your own design.
Absolutely.
And then you can make some really fun cards with them.
Yeah, 100%.
£6.99.
They're amazing. They really are. Foiled, as you can see, with our fabulous foiling. Really nice mixture of ages covered here. I mean, this one would be so perfect for like teenagers. Yeah. The ballet perhaps for like younger girls. And then this one, obviously, absolutely any age. Who doesn't love a beautiful bouquet? So we've got all sort of themes in here. We've got contemporary, classic, modern, absolutely everything you're going to need for all of your recipients. Again, we've got some more of that beautiful sort of oil painting imagery, some of our Animal Kingdom favourites there, some of our wonderful elegant deco ladies on this one, some florals. Everything is covered in here, absolutely everybody. We've got the really fun and funky, like elegant sort of presents, the gorgeous hummingbirds. Aren't they stunning? Thinking of you and spread your wings are the sentiments for that. And then we've got our sort of little crafty heart there at the bottom, gorgeous with that lace print. And then we've got these as well, our birds. So again, they're totally great for like unisex makes or anything like that. The wonderful vintage cycle there as well. All the best with love, sending you sunshine, and to a special friend. They're just some of your sentiments on there. We've got the butterfly, the really gorgeous majestic swans as well, and the butterfly as well. Absolutely stunning toppers in here in that really nice sort of rich and dramatic purples on this one. And then finally, yes, so you are getting 2 of each, by the way, don't forget. And then we have got our wonderful sort of geisha lady in her kimono by the cherry blossom, the birthday cake. I absolutely love that image, so fun. And then the teacup, absolutely bursting with all of those summer flowers. And then our hobbies and pastimes, I'll just show you the front very quickly on this one.
It's filled with some great artwork, this one though, isn't it?
It really is.
Everyone's covered.
Everyone. I can't think of a single recipient that I wouldn't pull out one of these for. You get vintage, you get transport, you get countryside, gorgeous imagery on there. Some for the kids. We've got the little lads having a little kickabout there, playing football, fishing, anything you can imagine. Natalie, are you ready for your second demo?
I am. Pardon?
Oh yes, sorry, my fault. We've got some cards. And really Emily has specifically found these for our show, so I better show them.
Show the cards!
Show the cards, come on. Be getting in trouble. We've got our lovely horses one there. And again, you can be pulling out your pattern packs, perhaps if you're grabbing some of that Diamond Sparkles card or our Adorable Scoreable. Love that really cool card there. That one's perfect for sort of like teenagers, 17th and 18th birthdays, anything like that. And we've got, like I say, those vintage sort of transport vehicles there, just using a little few die cuts. And then our fishing one as well. Absolutely love it. And we've got this one as well. I think Kat did this one a few weeks ago for us with that fabulous sort of joy fold there as well.
Ooh,
love this one. Absolutely love it. So Natalie, what are you going to be crafting with?
So we're going to use our die this time.
Okay.
I don't know where I've put it. Here. This one. Happy.
Oh, love it, love it.
And we're going to use one of our green Ombre Ink Pads. Now, I'm not sure if anyone's noticed, but I love clean and simple stamping cards. So this is a really beautiful way in which you can combine these two. Becca, can I be a real pain? Can you get me the Gemini MIDI?
Yeah.
Because it's just going to be easier for me to be able to show
won't be a sec.
how we're going to make this. So I've got a piece that's 5x7 and I've just lined it up to my grid on my mat here, and I'm just going to 5 and it's 4 3/4 up on my card, and I'm just lightly going to pop a line on here. And then just move that over. Now I'm going to bring my die in, and I'm just popping my die onto here. So you've got kind of an edge that is going to cut in and some that is going to cut out. And when that's in place where you want it to be, we will just, do I want it to be a little bit further over? Let's just move it this way ever so slightly. We're just going to pop our tape onto there now. And this is why your MIDI is so good for this, because we can, we've got 2 selections of plates.
Yeah, I grabbed the first one and I was like, oh, I don't think those will really...
What we're going to do with this is I'm going to layer it onto here, but only sort of like halfway through. And then I'm going to pop over my other plate this way, and I'm actually going to put it through on this side, because when you put your plates in, they sort of roll over ever so slightly. So if you can, pop it in that way, and then we're going to run this through, hoping that it takes them, because they're obviously going to be not together. Let's see, try it. We'll try it the other way and see if it catches there. There we go. You have to be super careful that this goes in, because it will sort of move it along a little bit. So I'm just going to run that through, and it won't take it anymore. Let's hope that that has cut that out. No, it hasn't. We can still swap our plates. Let's just see if we do it. Hang it off the edge. If
it's
this
hard
will
as
work.
well on the craft mat, because it doesn't quite grip the same as well sometimes.
Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to be super secure as well, and just stick this in place onto the edge of my Gemini so it can't move. If I put my plates in the right way. I think it doesn't help as well that our folder's broken.
I know, yeah.
Because that's not allowing, sort of sticking out a little bit. Those pieces there. Let's try it again. Come on. Feels like there's something stuck, but there really isn't. I don't know why it won't go through. No? Might have to try it on the other plates. Let's try it this way. Let's see. No? Come on. What if we go the other way? Do you know what? We might need to invest in a whole new Gemini MIDI, I think.
I think we do. It's very
very
tired, isn't it?
It is not liking these plates. Let's try it on the bigger one then. Because you can still do it on the bigger one, and I did use the bigger one to do this. I just have to move all my bits and pieces out the way. Oh, the joys of being live when you're trying to do something a little bit crazy.
Absolutely. Just whilst you get sorted then with that die cutting machine, shall we repeat our Win It Weekly question, guys?
Do it.
For our fabulous Paint Drop Posies collection. The question we want you to answer, is... which of these music festivals is real? Is it the Underwater Music Festival, the Country Cabaret Festival, or the Hunky Dory Hacienda? As known as a regular Friday here at Hunky Dory HQ.
Definitely.
Love it, absolutely love it. So keep your comments in. Only one of them is real, and we will be revealing that answer tomorrow.
So again, I've got my plates ready now, and I'm just sticking this to here because I don't want it to move.
Yeah, of course.
I want it to get in the right place. So just popping it out the edge of our plates, and then let's line this up. And let's all pray.
We're praying for you now.
Pray that this is going to go through. It will do. The Gemini is the trusted machine. Here we go. Don't think it's moved either.
Oh, yay!
Success.
I mean, it was super secured down.
We've done it.
Are you happy with it?
So you can see now that you've still got these indentations where it hasn't cut out. So if I lift all of my tape here off our cardstock, then you can see we've got that wonderful happy cut out of there, but not all of the way. So now if I take my trimmer and I'm just going to trim the edges, I'm going to line it up to that pencil marking we did before, and just ever so slightly, I'm doing this super delicately because I know I've not got much room because these are really thin text, just going up to those edges there, and I'll do the same with this one. And then I'm going to take my craft knife again and my ruler, line this up to our little join here, and then I'm going to just use my craft knife to cut through at these words. So where are we? There we go. We just need to go a bit further onto this one, and then if we give it a little bit of a wiggle, we just need to go to the edge here, a little bit of a wiggle, and this will all fall out and your text will be just sort of on the edge of your cardstock. Now this is a technique you can do with any of your word dies, but it's just super fun. So that's ready to go. I'm just going to ever so quickly add my foam pads onto here. Let me get some large rectangles. They're small ones. What's going on today? So that was close. Just pop in my foam pads onto here so we can come back to this, and we're going to make a really cool ombre background for this to sit onto. So I've just got one of our thin strips, and I'm just going to place this up onto here, making sure I don't cut through my words, just so this happy has some elements as well that are going to sit on our card, and because it's quite thin you don't want it to cut away or come off. So now we have that in place, that should be fine. So we'll come back to that. Let's get our messy mat out. This is the easier bit now, guys. So again, I'm going to mark it where that is going to meet, because we don't actually need to sort of ombre the whole background here. But now I've lost my pencil.
Oh, Natalie.
It's all going so
Do you
well.
want one?
No, I think it'll be okay. If I just sort of like, maybe like just indent my cardstock with my ruler, I can see where I need to go. So I want to go from light to dark. So bring your messy mat in because you're going to make a mess. Pop it this way. Obviously you can see it very easily, those light to dark. So I'm going to flip it this way up on my cardstock, and from sort of like halfway in this gap, I'm just going to put a lot of pressure on, and I'm just going to swipe this across my cardstock.
Love.
And then once I've kind of got good coverage on that first section, you can move this up and down on that space, and what you're going to do here is just allow all of those colours, by mixing it back and forth, to come together and seamlessly create a beautiful ombre effect.
Which is so hard to do with your single colours and your blending tools.
So difficult to do, but these tones have all been put together, so they work really nicely. Let's just check that that is where we want it to be. I think let's just go back over that darkest pit just one more time. Just bringing that a bit further down. And we'll go back up and back down, and look at that colour. It's so nice.
Fabulous. It's so bright and vivid, isn't it? Really nice colour payoff on these.
And before we... Oh, I'm an idiot. I haven't stamped it yet, and I've got foam pads on. I knew there was something else left to do. Just see if we can squeeze this in the middle here. We're just going to go for it.
I would.
I'm going to go for it and see. My little bit's falling off now. So happy. I've gone for new home.
Oh, lovely.
And we're going to ombre this as well. So let's go across our
light to dark on that again.
Elements to make sure that that's nice and moved in with our ombre. And then I've got 3 foam pads here, which are the right height. So again, everyone hold the fingers and toes, cross them all. Oh, ta-da!
Oh, that's great.
So you've got that ombre again, saved by the bell there, I think.
Oh, definitely.
Let's trim. Take these off now.
You know what though, do you ever make a card and then you send it to the recipient and it's like you want to sort of put in the insert, if you'd only known
you'd only know what it taken me to make
what
this
it has
card.
taken to have this card, you're welcome.
This is one of those cards.
We've definitely all sent some of those cards, haven't we? Absolutely.
So let's just layer this up now. Oh, I've still got stuff stuck on my finger. So layer that on top of here, and instantly, just making sure that that's all stuck down. We have, we can pop this onto a little 7x5, but this is 7x5 anyway.
Ooh.
Super easy, quick card. You could make this smaller if you wanted to. You could do a little 4x6 and this would look absolutely great. But how cool would this be to do this card in all of your different ombre colours, because we've got so many of them, maybe in oranges or in your pinks, and having happy birthday, happy new home, and doing little sets all in this style.
Yes. Yeah, you could
super,
definitely.
super cute, but I absolutely love it. I think the cleanness, the clean lines, the freshness, that ombre in the background is just so fun, and it's a really good way of using your dyes as well.
And so simple. All you have done is just swipe that pad over there. So easy. You don't need to be getting like blending and spritzing bottles out or anything like that. You just swipe it across and you get that really nice, clean, elegant look. Are we ready for the third and final part of our show, guys? Loving your comments today, and we have got a few more bits and pieces to show you. So we've got a few more craft tools, and the one that we've got first of all is our screw hole punch. We absolutely love this. I think this was on our last Super Savers and it was such a hit that we had to put it on again. You get 3 different sizes here, creating crisp and clean holes in your craft projects. So handy. So you can make sort of like polka dot backgrounds if you just hole punch randomly. You can turn anything into a tag or a bookmark. So many different things that you can do with this. Really fun. All of your sort of 3 sizes are lovingly stored in that lid for you, so they're nice and safe and handy, and it's really easy. You just sort of screw this off and change the sort of like the head. Yes, the sort of diameter, isn't it, of the hole punch? Yeah, absolutely. So if you want really small ones, you've got a little one in there, a medium one, and then a large. Really easy to do. It will go through adorable scoreable, so nice thick cardstock as well as your papers and everything like that. It even says it goes through card, foam, fabric and more, which is amazing. Obviously you might want to pop a craft mat under there just so that it doesn't cause any scuffs or markings onto your surfaces, but it really is such a fun and easy tool to use. What else have we got? Oh, we've got our tag punches, guys. We've got our straight edge one here, our tag punch. So the 3 different sizes, you can see really nicely and easily which one this is, making fantastic gift tags with absolute ease. It is coming up to Christmas, you know, we're going to be starting our shopping soon. This is just so perfect because you can make tags for all of your presents. Gift tags can be so expensive. And you can use, you know, get your scraps box out and make your own, save tons of money. It's got a really nice sort of alignment guide on here, really nice ridges, so they're not going to go anywhere, and they are lined up to 2.5, 2 inches and 1.5 inches. You've got the 3 sizes on there. Just pop your cardstock in there, give it a little punch, and you are good to go. We've got 2 others as well. I love this one. We've got this fancy edge one, and this is the one you used, isn't it, Natalie?
Yes.
The fancy edge tag punch. So wonderful there to make your nice fancy gatefolds, or like I say, if you're just using it for tag and bookmark making, because it gives it a really nice elegant edge. I'll show you what they all look like in just a second. And then finally, we've got our banner punch here as well. Super, super handy. Again, with all 3 sizes, exactly the same, but you can use smaller, or you can obviously use larger, like Natalie did with her card base. And flags and banners are so good for like making little bunting. Again, that you're going to be wanting to marry up with your screw hole punch to thread your string through. And these are so good because they have that really fun sort of bunting shape, don't they? Again, they're really good for like panels on cards, laying up strips in a really colourful fashion. And again, these are so hard. If you don't have a die cutting machine, they are so hard to cut freehand.
They're really difficult, and then you end up like, you cut one side and then you
trim
cut
it
the other side, and then you're like, oh, that's a little bit to the left, that's not in the middle. So then you cut the other side, and then by the time you know it, you actually don't have any cardstock there.
Absolutely, it's super short. So get this, absolute game changer. I got this before I got a die cutting machine to do these, and it is just fantastic. I still use it all the time now. Back in stock. We've got our resorted punch strips, which are the perfect partner for all these. So just really nice strips, 144 strips here, perfect for using with our Hunky Dory tag punches, because they're sized perfectly.
They are.
In 1.5, 2.5 and 2-inch strips. So we've got this one that's been done with our straight edge tag punch here. You know, your beautiful matte-tastic colours here. You also get strips of mirror in here as well.
There's such great variety.
Oh, there's absolutely, I mean, there's tons here, absolutely tons. We've got these ones as well, which are our fancy edge. You can see the 3 widths there as well, cutting out of mirror, and like I say, the thicker one and the thinner one as well. Perfect hole to punch, to place your ribbon through, and like I say, absolutely tons of colours, widths, sizes. You know, you can't go wrong with these. You've got dark colours, light colours, bright colours, like I say, mirror.
Really good for putting these words out on as well. Do you know when you don't want to use like an offcut, or you don't want to cut into cardstock? If you've got it in these sort of already cut down strips, really great to use for that.
Oh, definitely. Little panels for, obviously you can stamp onto them, so perhaps you want to use that combo one and just have them on here. Absolutely perfect. Like I say, just if you want some little strips that are just super handy for matting and layering, adding on as panels, adding as bookmarks, gift tags, the possibilities are absolutely endless. So they are $9.99 normally, and they're $5.99 with these.
Wow.
The punches are now $11.99, guys. I forgot to even say that. I was that excited about these. $11.99 per punch. So definitely be stocking up and getting all 3 ready for your sort of Christmas gift wrapping and everything like that. So handy. We're going to come back to you, Natalie, for our third and final demonstration.
So we're going to use this banner punch, and I've cut my pieces down to 1.5, which fit in so perfectly into here. So I'm just going to punch all of these. So we're just going to do them on both sides, because we are going to cut these down. So once they're in and they're sort of touching the very back of that piece, and you can get perfect little banners every single time. And then I'm going to take my orange, and I'm going to do exactly the same again. So these are our little 1.5 inch strips here, because we're going to do another 5x7, and they're going to fit on here perfectly. So just putting them all the way in, and I use these for so many different things. We made little labels for all of my friends' family when they got married, for where they would sit. So we did like the tops with the fancy edge, and then we did the bottom with these, and put some ribbon through and tied them around the chairs, and they were really cute. So that there's so many different ways you can use these. Honestly, you're gonna love them. So what I'm gonna do first of all is just mark off on this piece of cardstock like the length I want these to be, because we are going to cut them and sort of stagger them along this card. So I think if I'll just use my craft knife, because obviously I've lost my pencil.
Oh, apologies to anyone facing a few gremlins. I know it's not everybody, but I know there's a couple of people saying they're having to refresh and etc. I'm so sorry. We will absolutely work on getting those out of the studio for you. Oh, Sarah Mahoney saying, how long is the Super Savers on for? The 5th of October.
Wow, that's a long time, isn't it?
It is actually, yeah. Next Wednesday. Oh, I love how these look already.
So this is going to sit on here like that, but I want them to have little points of difference. So we are going to mat and layer them onto here just to give that extra sort of fancier touch. So if I just line that up where I want it to be, I need to go over here ever so slightly. That doesn't really matter. I'll just trim that off so it lines up really nicely with that, and then hopefully
you're going to have it like a drop shadow kind of effect.
This one's going to fit on here, and we can always sort of cut them on when we want them to. Let's do this second largest one again. I think if I just cut this down this center, that's going to be okay.
Pammy on YouTube says, love these punches. They're great to use on little scraps for bookmarks. Absolutely, 100.
Bookmarks is a good thing you could be making with these.
Absolutely.
That's really fun.
Perhaps you're like, you know, doing some sort of like secret Santas or budget Christmas presents.
Yeah.
Do a little handmade Christmas. You could have, you know, a lovely, you know, nice book, and you could do a matching bookmark, especially if it's like got a theme. You know, perhaps it's like a gardening book or something like that. You can definitely, you know, there's some greens and some blacks in here that are going to look awesome. You could totally be using those punches for them. Some nice ribbon, and you've got the perfect handmade gift.
So I'm going to create my little drop shadows on these now. Just lining those up on there, and then we can cut these down once we've layered them on top. I'm going to bring in another moonstone die to finish this off as well. So I've just added one little foam pad just to give us height, because that's really important when we're doing funky things like this. And then we're going to stick them on again. So let me get another lot of foam pads all ready to go. Just popping that onto the back of here. So we've got them stuck down really, really nicely onto here, and then we can sort out our layout. Now we've got all of our colours, and because we've got that height as well, it just gives it a really fun look. So if I pop these now, we don't have a lot of space on here. I want to bring that one further down, but I don't think I can, so let's just go back up with that. And then we'll leave that way. So if I take off the backing and pop these on, and it's quite fun that they kind of overlap a little bit as well.
I like that. Yeah, I think it looks really fun, especially like with the two colours. The two colours work so well together.
The two colours allow it to sort of really stand off the card as well. So
yeah,
that's really important when you're thinking of like your compositions and how it's going to look when it's laid out, to use those sort of complementary colours, because they do really help. So pop that one a bit further up now, and then we'll just turn it over and trim these background pieces. Oops, I might just have to pop that back in there so they're nice and straight with the edge of our card. You can also use your trimmer to do this if you don't want to do it by hand. So we've got that ready to go now. This is going to stick. Before we do that though, I'm going to stamp something. I'm using the stamp just because, and this goes with the hugs element. So let me just stamp this. And what I think I'm going to do is repeat it a couple of times. So I'm going to do it in the lightest orange colour. Then we'll go to the middle orange colour and just layer that up on top of there.
Oh, that looks really good.
Middle colour, the darkest of the orange colours, and stamp that up there. So we have our three sentiments ready to go. Let's stick this onto some of our glitter card, and this is really going to allow this card to stand out and look quite fun. And then we're going to put our sentiment on. Now I've used the sentiment hugs obviously because there are 4 letters in the word hug, so they're going to fit on all of our banners, and these dies are really designed quite well, so you can cut into them and use them differently if you so wish to. So just add in that layer onto there, and then I've cut this out of white and of that orange again, and again layered these up to create that same drop shadow. So let's just peel these off and get these on our card.
Amazing.
So these can just sit on here like so. You could do that out of glitter card as well. That would look awesome.
These look really cool on this way. I'm definitely going to have to copy this card because it is just so, it's clean and simple, but it's still really fun and colourful.
Yeah, you've got lots of colours, haven't you? And those drop shadows sometimes can really just make the card 10 times cooler than it originally
Definitely. Was. It's got a real sort of pop.
And then let's go for, we don't have orange gemstones, but what we do have is this really nice fruit pastel selection in our pearls, which works so wonderful with these colours.
Oh,
so
definitely.
I'm just going to do 3, and we're going to go up the edge of this card here, because sometimes you just need a little bit of glitz and glam to finish the card off.
Oh, 100%.
So let's pop those on there. If you did want more of a real match here, you could use your alcohol markers and colour them in, but then there you go,
another fabulous card.
Just because, hugs for you.
Absolutely, love it, love it, love it. And you have showcased so many different techniques today. It really has been a wonderful show. I've absolutely loved it. TV schedule before we leave you and say goodbye. Join Pauline from 1 p.m. today. She will be launching all new duo design paper pads, and aren't they stunning?
They are beautiful,
fabulous. You do not want to miss that show. She's then back at 3 p.m. which with the latest deluxe craft pads, which again absolutely smash hit here at Hunky Dory Crafts. We were blown away by how much you guys love them. And then finally at 5 p.m. she's going to be having a look at our Super Stellar Celestial Dreams collection. Next up, obviously it's Fun Time Friday. Natalie and Kat are here to finish the week in style with a look at September's bestsellers. It's time to round up, guys. Thank you so much for joining us today. I've absolutely loved having your company, and enjoy the rest of your day.